the way we found Ray was through a good referral from my best friend, actually, of so many years, who was really frustrated from selling his own home. And then he calls me one day and says, "Oh, yeah, my condo is sold. And this guy Ray is really good." So he told me, "Hey, if you're interested in selling your own place, he can help you." And luckily enough, we were thinking about selling it, and Ray came into the picture.
Well, basically, all the comps of the area were perfect, and the research was there ahead of time, so it was really easy to get into the whole market business.
I was really impressed that Ray came with a binder already with all the projections and all the studies. So facts don't lie. So he's not there to guess, okay, your house is going to be so much more. He really grounds you to the real facts and the data. He will not give you exorbitant prices so that you will hire him. He will give you the data and you decide for yourself.
That's very realistic.
Put the house on sale Thursday. Actually, Thursday night, Ray called us already that there was already an offer full price for what we were asking for. And 2 days later, the house went up 20,000 more. Ray acknowledged everyone that offered, and by Wednesday, we were closing escrow.
And there were 12 total offers. So, and 8 of them had counter offers. So it was really intense, but made it really easy.
Selling the house was really important for us because we really needed to get out of that property because we're not using it as much, and we needed to make sure that somebody else will probably use the house and make good use of that property. Ray understood that and conveyed that to everybody that offered. It's not like we didn't want the house anymore, it's just that somebody else could make good use of that property.
Basically, with the first meeting with Ray, he brings everything to the table in the forefront. So you don't have to any guesswork. You can just look at the stats, see what's going on, and make a very good decision if you want to do something or you don't. And he'll work around everything and get it to where it is best for you.
And Ray is not one of those that will just gather data from everybody else. His data is actually reliable. He don't. I'm not gonna mention the names, but there you can find it on the web. And don't base your pricing on that. Ray will give it to you on real-time data that he actually pays for. So it's not just a guesswork data from everybody else. He comes up with it and you can make your good decision based on it.
There was a 3D video. There were staging of rooms so that everything looked perfect. The lighting was fantastic. And we had a professional photographer that did everything, including the stills, the video itself, and the 3D tour.
And it's amazing because a lot of people are into technology now and may not have the time to come visit the house. Mm-hmm. They can actually see it online, and you don't have to be there. And what you see online is what the house will be. It's not gonna be all made up for you. And he made sure that the people were called around the neighborhood, and they came and know that the property was on sale. Ray is outstanding when it comes to market knowledge. He, as I've said way back, he goes into data, and data don't lie. And he's not going to make things up for you. He will present the data for you, and he is knowledgeable on how the market is to the minute, not a week ago or 2 weeks ago. Right there, when he talks to you on the first day, he'll tell you exactly how the market is that day.
There's no guesswork. He does everything ahead of time and brings up those pictures and whatnot of selling areas around where you are, and they are comparable to the amount that you're going to be asking.
Ray is really knowledgeable, an expert in his field. He dedicates his time to you like you are the only person he's dealing with, anyways. One time he almost lost his voice. In fact, he probably lost his voice, but he was there with whatever we needed. Ray is also friendly and can interact with anyone, so he's got good relationships with buyers and with their other agents. He's really the consummate professional. And the last thing is that Ray is into details. He might feel that it's a pain, but he is into details, and it will not lie to you. No guesswork.
Yeah, the trust is there. You can always believe what he tells you is truthful, honest, and he is not going to lie about anything.
Negotiation was pretty much a smooth thing with us. Ray was up to the details, up to the minute. Actually, he countered on everyone that offered, and the thing was, I thought I was gonna bite on the first offer. Ray said, "Be patient. There will be more coming," and sure enough, the price went up 20 grand more. And that's a professional for you. He's not there for just to make a quick buck, but he's there for you so that everything will, you get the right and good amount of money for your house. So negotiation was not really a big issue for us, and most of the time it was handled by Ray. So we are always in agreement, and it's good.
Well, the process of readying the home for sale was what we thought would be really horrific and difficult was so easy because Ray made all the details down to the minutia of getting a lady to come all the way out from some other location to stage the area. And she took pictures ahead of time so she knew what she had to deal with, and then went out and rented things to put in place so that it looked like it was well lived in and yet very presentable, and to the point where I wanted to buy it.
Actually, the staging part, you really need to do it. You don't do it on your own. Let the professionals handle it. Denise was one outstanding professional that works with Ray. And actually, the house looked better than when we were in it. And to tell you the truth, these are expenses that are necessary, and you should do it when you sell your house. And the end result was we closed in 17 days. Ray is surrounded by professional partners who, at the beginning, as soon as you say, "Okay, Ray, you're hired," everybody introduces themselves and what their role is in the process, and everybody is an expert. And there is no question, including, if you sell a house or a condo with an HOA, it's really hard because they have to deal with the HOA. We didn't even feel it. Pam was outstanding and negotiated even to lower the price of what the condo HOA was asking from us. And everybody else was was there for Ray. So he is surrounded by professionals, and escrow was seamless to us, and Ray has surrounded himself with these professionals.
Yeah, everybody interacted appropriately at the time they were needed and were ready to speak with us at any time we had questions. All we had to do was call and ask, and we would get the answers immediately.
Actually, Ray is available 24/7. So you don't have to worry where your house is located or where Ray's physical office is. Ray will come to you when it's needed. And he is not even a man that when you call, he will not return your call. Of course, he is a professional. When he's dealing with someone else, he will return your calls. He will be there for you. So it's not the distance of where he is at that time or where his office is does not matter, because the professional data that he has, it doesn't matter that he doesn't live in your area. He will know what is needed in your house and what the market is at your area, no matter where you live, because he is full of data. That's it.
Yeah, I agree. And it's just so amazing to have that much information presented to you at the moment. And we knew he was in Carlsbad, yet where we live, some 60 miles away, it was so seamless. It was as if he was our next door neighbor. So there was no question whatsoever that he gave us the information we needed when we needed it.
Ray is there, I would hire him. Being Ray is the consummate professional when it comes to details, honesty, and truthfulness. He will not lie to you because he is in there for you. Surrounded by professionals, we will get you close in the minimum amount of time, and he goes to every details. To some people might think, hey, that's too much and he's supposed to be working for us, but no, he's there to help you sell your house. And I would hire him as somebody else who is just giving me all the positives and saying yes to everything that we think. So you're not the expert. You might have an idea of how much your house will cost, but look at the data that Ray brings to you and decide from there. He will not be your yes man when it comes to negotiation. He will be honest so that you can sell your house in a short amount of time. But believe me, he will not short you. He will not let somebody steal your house from you. He will be there for you. And I say hire him today.
Yeah, Ray is awesome. From the very first moment that we were together, it was like he knew what we were thinking before we were thinking it. And it was pretty awesome to just see this binder full of information of the areas that we didn't even think of. I mean, we know there's people selling their houses all over the place, but if you have your thoughts as to a level of how much your house should be, you may be way off and you won't be able to sell your house if you're asking too much. And then if you lowball it, and it'll sell right away, but you're not going to make any money off of it. So Ray tells you where to look and what level it should be. And then you work from there. And from every minute of the day, he will give you updates, text information, call, send you emails, all kinds of things. You're never out of the loop.
And I have to add, Ray, he is really knowledgeable, but he also pays extra money for this data that he gets from some professionals too. That's all they do is data. So up to the minute of how much your house should be selling. So he's not guessing for you, and neither should you. So hire him and get the right price for your house.